Hi guys, welcome to my cooking show, Molly Makes. Please do like and subscribe, very much appreciated. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make sorbet. This is so easy, it's very refreshing. It only requires 2 ingredients, water and sugar. So simple, and of course you should have those ingredients at home so you never need to go out to buy anything. You can put lots of add-ins to it. Extracts work very well, but adding things like fruit never tends to work out so well because it doesn't bring out its flavor throughout the whole thing. So that is not as recommended as extracts, but just even adding a teaspoon or 2 of vanilla makes it even better and tastier. So let's get started. Alright, so the ratio of this is 4 cups of water to half a cup of sugar, and today I'm going to be doubling it, so I'm going to use 8 cups of water and 1 cup sugar. Alright, so put your water in a saucepan and add the sugar here. Turn your stove on to medium-high heat, and you can go ahead and let that dissolve in there. You can stir it if you like. You don't have to because it's going to dissolve anyway, although it does speed up the dissolving process. Now is the time to add in any add-ins. I am going to go ahead and put in a tablespoon of vanilla, and I'll go ahead and mix that up. If you are going to add in any vanilla, I would recommend doing it in an extract instead of a vanilla bean paste or the seeds, because those might settle to the bottom and not give out their flavor at the top. Lastly, before you place your sorbet in the freezer, do taste it to make sure it is to your liking. If it is too sweet, just add some more water, and if it's not sweet enough, you can go ahead and add some more sugar. Once when you're done with that, you can place the saucepan and its contents into your freezer and let that sit for 3 hours or until it forms a layer of ice on the top. After it forms that layer of ice on the top, go ahead and mash up the top with a fork, and that will help prevent it from, when it's done being frozen, it'll help prevent it from forming into one solid block of ice. Then place it back in the freezer for another 3 hours. After those 3 hours, you can go ahead and take it back out of the freezer and mash it up again with a fork. If it's too slushy-like, then you can place that back in the freezer for another hour or until it is too hard to mash up with a fork. When it's done, it should look like this, too hard to mash with a fork and also to mix with a whisk. Let it thaw for 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes mine turn out too hard if I did not break up the ice enough when it was in the freezer. And if that happens, don't worry, just let it thaw a little bit longer, but don't let it thaw too long or else it'll melt too much instead of thawing. Mine turned out a little bit too hard, but I scraped some off the top with an ice cream scoop and it turned out wonderful. So I'm gonna scrape off some more and try it. Alright, now I'm going to try this. It has a lot of vanilla in it. It's not too much, but if you're not a big fan of vanilla, I would not recommend you put a whole tablespoon per 8 cups of water and 1 cup sugar. I would recommend doing 2 teaspoons maybe, but it's very good. And I did let it thaw for a little bit in that cup to make it more slushy-like. As you can tell, it's more of a slushy rather than a thicker sorbet. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, guys. See you again next time.